Karen Raglis believes fixing her mortgage rate is one of the best decisions she's made.
I was very glad that I fixed at 2.39%. That's given me a lovely holiday period for the last, nearly 3 years now.
Hi Karen, come on in.
Hello Chris, how are you?
I'm good.
It's good.
But come June, the single mum is bracing for financial pain. She's one of up to 800,000 mortgage holders coming off a fixed interest rate this year.
I've been advised that I'll probably be looking at around 5.1%. That makes a significant difference to the budget because it's going from around 900 to 1160, so that's 260 a month extra I've got to find.
We will minimise that pain as much as possible.
Yeah.
Karen's happy with today's pause by the Reserve Bank. As she's been paying down her mortgage for about a decade, broker Chris Hutton says she'll be able to shop around for a better rate.
The banks are looking for people to refinance who have got equity in their property in a good position to be able to service a new loan.
Banks are fighting to keep their customers.
So banks are finding themselves in an unusual situation where nobody really wants to borrow to buy a new house. And so the only way that they can start issuing new loans is by taking current borrowers from other banks.
Some banks are luring customers with cash incentives to refinance.
Typically they can range from about $2,000 up to about $6,000.
But mortgage broker Chris Hutton argues cash rebates are potentially problematic.
Sometimes they are not in the client's best interest because those products may have higher interest rates or higher fees. The devil is always in the detail.
There's certainly a very hot refinancing market out there at the moment. Go for the best and lowest variable rate. That will mean you will pay less for your house in the long run.
Other borrowers are unable to refinance.
Mortgage prisoners is a name that's given to people who are going to find it difficult to refinance their loan with another bank because the value of their house has fallen. If the value of their house has fallen by too much, then other banks won't want to take that mortgage off the original bank's hands.
While inflation has eased slightly, it's still a long way from the Reserve Bank's target of between 2 and 3%. Westpac's CEO last week warned about the impact of sustained high interest rates, with the bank not expecting any decreases until at least the first quarter of next year.
The duration, I think, will have an implication for how many people need help. So we're very focused on the duration.
Economist Andrew Lilly is more pessimistic about the timing of a potential rate cut.
And I would say we have at least a year to wait before any interest rate relief is delivered to borrowers.
When the Governor of the Reserve Bank announces and it actually hits your hip pocket is about a 2.5 to 3 month lag. The one big message is the earlier you talk to your bank, the more likely it is that they can help you.
From Credit Suisse to crisis.
There are other troubling unknowns.
SVB collapsed when uninsured depositors began to pull their money out of the bank all at once.
15 years after the global financial crisis, international banking troubles have sparked fears there could be a new meltdown.
The problem for Australian banks is that because a large portion of their funding is done in overseas markets, if there was going to be a significant financial crisis offshore, they wouldn't be immune to that. And that would mean that even without any further RBA action, we get a more difficult situation for borrowers and consumers.
The Banking Association believes Australia's banks are well positioned to withstand the turmoil.
Our banks are among the best capitalised in the world, and what that means is that they have money stashed away in a buffer that is there for them to rely on if there are any kind of wobbles globally that start to impact on our shores.
Karen Raglis just hopes interest rates are near their peak and a cut is not too far away.
It's the unknowns and it's stuff that's well out of your control and you just wonder, am I going to keep afloat?